Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be diving into the daily charm box, and this is for the month of March, and I'm so excited about this one because it is geared towards spring. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at all the fun items in this box, and then we're also going to go ahead and create a set so you can get a little bit of nail inspo and see how to utilize some of these fun items. And the best part about this box is that it does come out every other month, and I really like that because then you can really utilize the products that are in this box, and plus then you always have something ready at your doorstep for all those upcoming seasons. And I cannot wait to see what the next one looks like for May because we know that is probably going to be geared towards summer. And I'm really excited to see what items they include in that box because they're always staying on trends. And last summer's box was absolutely fantastic. So this box is definitely living up to his name. You can see we have some really fun nail stickers right off the start. And now we're diving into all the really fun nail charms, which are perfect for spring. And then we have these rhinestones in these beautiful pastel colors. We also have some loose glitter, which is perfect for wedding season, some caviar beads mixed in with some gold. Next up, we have a really fun spring silicone mold, which I'm definitely intrigued by this. So we are going to test this out here in a little bit, and there's a little bunny in there, so I think we're going to play with that one. And then the next thing in here are some really beautiful floral transfer foils, and then there's a free bonus item of a hair tie, which is adorable for spring. And then there's always two gel polishes that are included, and they're really fun cat eyes. So this one here, it's like just beautiful, almost like a daffodil yellow mixed in with a little bit of gold. And then we have a beautiful pink. So I'm really excited to see what these look like, and plus they're cat eyes. And then the next item in here, which is a bonus item, are some butterfly lint-free wipes. So those are definitely going to come in handy. So this is everything in the box. It's $49.99 and it retails for over $120. And then shipping is also included in that box, which is fantastic. So we're going to dive into the first color, which is a beautiful velvet cat eye polish in the color Princess Diaries, which is a gorgeous pink base, and then it has a little bit of gold shining through. It's a really beautiful color. So the two colors that we're using today are limited edition, so that means they are exclusive to this box. Now the best part about this box, it's you kind of get best of both worlds with the variety of items that they put in the box. So you get limited edition items and then brand new items that are not even released yet in the shop. You get first access to them because they put them in the box about 2 weeks before they are sold to the general public. So you kind of get a sneak peek of an upcoming release, which I think is so fun. So here's what the first coat looks like, and I think it's so beautiful. I did not hit it with the magnet or anything like that. I feel like this is a very buildable color, and I feel like if you really like just like that perfect pearl shimmer kind of jelly look, it looked really beautiful with one coat. We're going to build it up with 2 coats, and then we're going to hit it with this magnet. And then just a side note, this video is not sponsored by Daily Charm. They probably don't even know who I am. I just subscribed to this box because I really love all the products in here, and I just think it's something fun to get in the mail. So I just wanted to throw that out there. All right, so I'm just playing with the magnet here, watching all these magnetic particles shine through, and I really like the gold accent that these particles have. There's something, it's just the colors complement each other so well with this beautiful delicate pink, and then you have this gold shining through. Overall, it's a very beautiful color, and it's definitely giving me all those spring vibes. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put this nail in the lamp for 30 seconds, and here's what it looks like with 2 coats. It's really beautiful, but it looks even better with 3 coats. But no matter what look you're going for, this is a really buildable color. You're gonna be able to get a lot of use out of this. So the game plan for today, we're gonna finish up this color. I am gonna show you what 3 coats looks like with the other color, and then I'm gonna show you a really easy way on how to apply transfer foils. We're also going to be playing with that 3D silicone mold, so stay tuned for that. But let's get into these beautiful colors, and then I'm going to pop back in just a little bit. All right, now that we're done applying the gel polish, this set looks good just like this, but we're gonna go ahead and add transfer foils to all of these nails. I'm gonna do full coverage transfer foils. So here's a couple tips and tricks that really help me get a clean transfer to the nail. So on this nail, all I did was apply 3 coats of that Princess Diaries color and we cured it. Now I'm going in with a transfer foil glue from a cart. The directions have you cure for 60 seconds, so I'm doing a very thin, even coat, just like you would apply your gel base. I cured it for 60 seconds. I let that nail cool down for 30 seconds. I mean, you could let it cool down longer, but just let it cool for a little bit. Then I'm using a lint-free wipe that has alcohol in it and I'm rubbing that nail off completely. Then I'm going to take that same wipe and I'm going to go ahead and wipe off the back of that transfer foil. And then we're going to let that dry for a few seconds before we go ahead and line it up to the nail. So before you go ahead and just press the foil down, just line up your image, make sure you have it exactly where you want it, because once you place that transfer foil on the nail, you are committed to that area. And then I'm going to go ahead and just press that foil completely down. I'm also going to stretch it over the nail just to make sure that everything is laying super flat. Stretching it will also get rid of any lines or wrinkles. It's also going to help you get a really clean finish. Now the first go around, I'm going to use a silicone tool and just really make sure I'm working that silicone tool into all the images. And then once I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and just use my hand. I feel like I get the best results because as I'm rubbing the image, I'm also tugging on the foil. So I felt like I had more control doing it this way, and I'm just using my nail and really just scratching that image basically into the surface and then slowly just stretching that foil as well. And this was works best for me to get the perfect clean image. I just take your time. You can always slowly pull that transfer foil away and kind of see where the image is, and then lay it back down and continue working that image into the nail. And then once you have the entire image on the nail, you are good to go. You can just peel off that transfer foil and check it out. We have the perfect transfer. This way works so good for me. There's something about letting that nail cool down and then using a lint-free wipe with a little bit of alcohol in it. Now you think like the exact opposite. If you are removing that sticky tacky layer, how are you going to get that image to stick? Because I always thought, okay, I really want a sticky tacky surface for that image to stick, but that is not the case. It works even better when you remove that tacky barrier. And another key factor when you are playing with your transfer foils, whatever brand you're using for your transfer foil glue, make sure you're looking at the directions, because some transfer foil glues have you cure for 60 seconds, some have you cure for 2 minutes. So just make sure you are looking at your directions when you're using them. All right, here's what the set looks like with all the transfer foils with a glossy finish. I will put a picture at the end so you can see what this looks like on my hand. And now what we're going to do is we're going to get ready for the nail art and adding some nail charms. But I want to do a matte finish. And how gorgeous is this color with the transfer foils with a matte finish? It's a total like different game right here, and I love it with a glossy finish, and I really like how this looks with a matte finish. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of the top coat. Here's what it looks like with the matte. Both colors, that pink and that high society, look fantastic with these transfer foils. Now we're going to dive into this 3D silicone mold. I'm very intrigued by this bunny. Now the silicone mold, it's a little bit deeper than I'm used to, so I'm not really sure on how to utilize this the right way. So we're going to try a couple different options to see what way we get the best results. Now I'm going to try non-sticky builder gel first. My thought behind this was you can do a lot of fun 3D nail art with this, so I figured if I just scoop a little bit out and put it in the mold, we would be good to go. This color, it is called Lily. It is a HEMA 21 free. It's a very gentle formula, and it's a beautiful off-white. Now I took a little bit out, and then I'm going to roll it into a ball, and it says non-sticky, but it is sticky. If you worked with non-sticky builder gel, you know the consistency. It's really fun to play with, and I had really high hopes for this. So I'm going to go ahead and just roll it into a little ball, and then we're going to go ahead and place it into the mold. Now again, this mold is more, the bunny is definitely way thicker than any kind of 3D mold I've ever worked with. And now that I'm working that product into a little ball and getting it to the nice shape where we can go ahead and stick it into that mold. All right, now that I have the ball, I'm gonna go ahead and stick it into the mold. And this is immediately where I ran into issues, because that non-sticky builder gel was sticking to my fingers and I could not get it to just lay in that mold. I even went ahead and started using a silicone tool to really work that product into the mold. Now this bunny in particular, it has a lot of nooks and crannies. It has a lot of details to that bunny in general. So I was having a really hard time getting this product to actually stick in the mold. And then when I was pushing it down, it wasn't getting into all the layers of that bunny. So this is when I was like, okay, this is definitely not the direction we want to go in. So we're going to go ahead and just completely pivot, and we're going to play with a little bit of gel now. So what I'm doing is I'm using Fluffy Clouds. It is a white from Sandara Nails. It is also that same HEMA 21 free formula, and I'm just loading up the mold here slowly with a little bit of gel product. I'm working with a little bit because I did not want to over flood it or anything like that, and I am just slowly dabbing that product into the bunny until we have it completely filled. All right, so I'm just looking at the bunny and it looks like I'm still trying to fill in the area right by the ear. I cannot get that polish right in there. I even try like spreading the silicone mold apart to see if we could flow some of that in there. And then I'm tapping it on the desk just to kind of get everything to kind of fill in that design. And then I went in with a scraper card from a stamping plate and just cleaned up that area. And now we're just gonna go ahead and flash cure that for a few moments because I wanted to go ahead and tip it upside down to kind of see where everything was laying. So I wanted to go ahead and flash cure that because what happens since it was so full, if I went ahead and showed you this image right here, that gel polish would start spilling out. So it looks like everything's good. I cured it in the lamp for 2 minutes because it is so thick, and we're gonna pop out that bunny. And for the first attempt, here is what we're working with. You can see the feet aren't really completely filled in. It's not the best take of that first image, so I'm gonna go ahead and try it again. We're gonna stick with the same color. This time I'm gonna go ahead and stick that brush into that design, and I'm just tapping that brush in there. I'm trying to just coat the entire image the best that I can with the fluffy clouds, and I'm really working that brush. Again, there's a lot of details into this little bunny, from the ears to the just like the little feet, and it's just like the ears are just really hard to work that brush in. I feel like that's the main problem when I'm filling the mold with the gel, that I cannot get down to all the different dimension of the bunny. So just going in with the brush and really working that gel polish in with the brush first, kind of giving it more of like that little base layer, did really help me. So now that I have the bunny kind of completely covered, we're just going to go ahead and start filling in the bunny with the rest of the gel polish. All right, so I finished curing for 2 minutes, and now for our second attempt, let's see what this one looks like. All right, so working that brush into the mold definitely made all of the difference in the world. You can see here we picked up more of that detail. It's definitely a cleaner bunny, but I wanted to go ahead and just try it one more time to see what it looked like. So I followed the same steps we just did by tapping that brush into the mold first and then filling it up. And the third time around was way better. Now to clean up the back of the bunny and to give it a smoother background for application, I'm using a cuticle nippers and I'm just cleaning up the bunny just a little bit, just getting rid of those rougher areas. You could also use a file and file that down a little bit as well. I just use a cuticle nippers and that is what worked best for me. But how adorable is this bunny? It is by far so cute. I cannot believe I got it to work. It works way better with the gel. I think you could use more of like a modeling clay for nails. That probably would work really well with the mold, but I could not get that builder gel to work at all. But overall, I really like this mold. That bunny turned out super cute. Then to clean up everything, I'm just using a lint-free wipe with a little bit of alcohol in it, and I'm just cleaning up the mold, and all that gel polish is completely gone, and this mold is brand new. But overall, a really fun way to just incorporate some nail art. It did take some trial and error, but I'm really happy with the end results. Then to go ahead and glue on the bunny, I like to use the solid tip glue from Sandara Nails, and there's a couple reasons why I like to use this glue for my nail charms versus a charm glue. First of all, it's the viscosity, it's a little bit thicker, so I have a little bit more leeway when it comes to applying a charm, especially if the charm is on the heavier side, because once I go ahead and apply that solid tip glue to the area where I want it, I can go ahead and apply that charm, and that charm is not going to move around. I can go ahead and just get it exactly where I want it, and then once I have it exactly where I want it, I can go ahead and stick it in the lamp. But I have a little bit more wiggle room when I'm working with that because it's a little bit thicker and it's not as runnier as a normal gel base, or if you tried a charm nail glue, sometimes they're a little bit still on the runnier side. So I like having that little bit thickness viscosity with that solid nail tip glue. So I'm just flash curing it a little bit, and then I will go ahead and stick that bunny in the lamp. Another reason why I like to use that solid tip glue is that it does not have a strong chemical scent. I have tried so many different rhinestone glues and charm glue, and they have an overbearing like chemical scent to them, and that solid tip glue does not have a scent at all, and it is also HEMA 21 free formula. All right, so this bunny needs some detail. You could totally leave it as is, but I figured we would use one of these bow stickers. So once I have that sticker exactly where I want it, I went ahead and used a silicone tool, but then I was like, it's not exactly as straight as I want it, so I'm using a little needle nose tweezers here and just pulling that delicate sticker off and just laying it back on the bunny. And once I have it exactly where I want it, we can move on to the next steps. But I really liked adding that little bow, and I'm just going to go ahead and make sure it's laying completely flat with that silicone tool. Now we're going to go ahead and fill in this bunny just to give it a little bit more details. So first of all, I'm going to go in with a little bit of gel top coat, and then I'm mixing it in with that beautiful pink cat eye gel polish. What was it called? Princess Diaries. Princess Diaries is what it was called, that color from the box. And I just mix those two together, and I am just doing a sheer, just splash color wash. I'm putting that pink right in the ears. I'm going to go ahead and incorporate that on the nose, and I'm also going to put it on the feet too. And then we're going to go ahead and do some eyes on the bunny. But I just wanted a little, just like the lightest splash of pink here, just to just make this bunny pop a little bit. And then I had a little bit of gel on the head of the nail, so I just cleaned it up with a clean flat brush, but just filling in the feet right there, and then just the little nose. And then I am going to go ahead and then do the eyes. For the eyes, I felt like I just wanted like the tiniest dot, and I did not have a dotting tool that was like super tiny, so I'm just using the tip of an orange wood stick, and we're just going to go ahead and dot those eyes on. And then to seal in this charm, I'm going to do a layer of matte top coat over it because I wanted everything to still have like that matte finish to it. But this bunny would look adorable with a glossy finish as well. So we're just going to finish up the bunny here, and then we're going to add some more nail embellishments to this set. All right, so enough chit chat. Let's dive into the rest of this set, and then I'm going to pop back in at the end with my final thoughts.
I'm somewhere in the middle, try to find myself again, but life is one big riddle of the future and what's been. Guess it's the way it goes, and I will never know why you let me go. Look to the left, look to the right, nothing can stop me in the night, like I am leaving all the bad stuff and trying to remain so strong. I know it's good if I'm wrong. I got it, I gotta go, running to better times. Go, from my emotions I'll go. looks like acting, like we were fiction in a book. Guess it's the way it goes, and I will never know why you let me go. Look to the left, look to the right, nothing can stop me in the night, like I am leaving all the bad stuff and trying to remain so strong. I know it's good if I move on. I got it, I gotta go, 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 running to better times. Go, 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 from my emotions I'll go, 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 running to better times, 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 to better times. I look to the left, look to the right. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me in the night. Look to the left, look to the right. Nothing can stop me in the night, like I am leaving all the bad stuff. Go, 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 running to better times. Go, 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 from my emotions I'll go, 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 running to better times, 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 to better times.
Now that we have all the charms on the nail, I'm going to take a little bit of matte top coat on this brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and seal everything in. This is also going to take away that shine that we have from that solid tip nail glue, and it's just going to tie the whole look together. I really liked how this turned out. These charms are so fun. Everything's been cured for that final 60 minutes, and here's the finished set. I love this so much. I think it's so cute. That bunny is adorable. It was a little bit of trial and error, but I'm just really just the whole outcome and how that bunny turned out. I just love that so much. It was really fun to play with that and just create that adorable little bunny with that 3D mold. And you saw a couple different looks. You saw how the set looked like with just the gel polish colors, and then just how it looks like on its own with those beautiful transfer foils. And then we played with some really fun nail charms to create the ultimate spring set. But overall, I had so much fun playing with all these fun elements that can be found in that March daily charm box. Now this box is still available, and you can get the box at one time only, or you can subscribe. There's a couple different options for that subscription. So everything that we did use in today's video can be found in that description box below. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you all in the next one.